Hello everyone, today I'm here in South Oklahoma City to visit the Chuck E. Cheese on South Walker Avenue. We're going to go in there and I'm going to give you guys the full store tour. As for exterior, they have a very faded 2.0 logo there. They also have Pizzeria and Games down there. Over there they have the scripted logo in red, and then they also have a road sign all the way over there with the older scripted 2.0 logo as well. So let's go in now and check their store out. I wanted to address this now real quick because I know I will be asked about it. Unfortunately, there will not be tours of the other two Oklahoma City locations. After I filmed this one and went to film the next two, a tornado blew into town, and I had to shelter in the bathroom of the Northwest Expressway location. I was not able to film tours. So that is why I do not have tours of the other Oklahoma City locations, if anyone is wondering.
Anybody has the use of the restroom, please wait.
Alright guys, let's start this tour off right here in the showroom. Now I don't want to show too far to the left because there's a birthday party going on right now. So we're going to kind of go up here a little closer today. Let's look at the video wall, which is right here. And then they have all 5 character posters around it. They have Chucky's over there to the left of it, and then they have the other 4 over here to the right of it. Now, this video wall was not original for this 2.0. It was installed later on. So I'm sure these character posters were also installed later on because they are the matte version, and then most of the art in this store is the glossy version. Another sign of the early 2.0 remodel is right here. They have the earlier version of the 2.0 carpet. They also have the 2.0 benches here. And then I showed this a little earlier, but they have the 4-panel party piece, and then they have the Rockstar Ticket Blaster next to that, both Rockstar back and Rockstar top. Right here they have the 2019 model dance floor, and just like the video wall, this is not original for this remodel. This was installed later on. And then right here they have their only 2.0 high top table and chair set on the left-hand side of the dance floor. Behind the showroom, we have the kiddie ride area. So right here, they have the 5 Chucky Silhouettes piece. It's 4-panel, and it's also glossy. And then they have their trampoline zone superhero playground area. They have the smaller 3-pad trampoline zone, no art or window decals over there, however. And then they have the superhero playground down there a little further. They also got LED panels here where they installed the superhero playground. And then they have their kiddie ride area. So right here, they have Goalie All-Stars with Rockstar Chuck and Jet Rider, but there's people standing there, so I don't want to show that. Right here, they have the Cheapo ride. All this stuff is gone. Then they have Rockstar here, Avenger for the rest of the characters, and Rockstar there, and in the back. So it's almost completely Rockstar for this Cheapo ride. Then they have Octonauts and the Mystery Machine. They have Alien Patrol. They have Zombie Land Battle. And then on the other side of that, they have SpongeBob Order Up. And then finally, for this area, they have Arca right here. Now, around the kiddie ride area, they have the seating. So they have the low 2.0 chairs, and then they also have some long booths. Now, the thing about the booths in this store is that they are the Phase 4 ones. However, instead of the normal cushions with the red buttons in them, they are solid red, kind of like how the benches are in the showroom. They're just booth versions of them. So what I assume happened here is that during 2.0, instead of getting the new booths, they retrofitted the old booths with these cushions, because you can see that there too, and as we go around the store, you'll see they all are like this. Here's one more look at their superhero playground, and now we are moving into the regular game room. So to the right of the superhero playground, we're going to start off with Dog Pounder, Iceman, and 3 alley rollers with marquee. They also have 2.0 tickets up there. Since this was an earlier remodel, they had not stopped doing the tickets yet. So they have that in the store as well. Then they have 2-minute drill, milk jug toss, and NBA game time, and power roll here at the front window. Then they have an emergency exit with the old font emergency exit only sticker. Then as we move through the middle of the game room, we're going to start off here with Treasure Quest, and they have Tippin' Blocks, Let's Go Jungle. On the other side of that, they have the Sketchbook, Avenger Software, and they have Tightrope and Wheel of Fortune on the other side of Treasure Quest. Here along the front windows, we have more of the Phase 4 booths with the 2.0 cushions. Then they have Big Win Super Spin, Paw Patrol, and Batman. They also have one 2.0 TV ring up there. On the other side of Paw Patrol, they have Red Hot, and it has Rockstar Chuck down there. Then they have Spinner Frenzy. They have Terminator Salvation. They have Hop and Stack. On the other side of Batman, they have Rockin' and Rollin' for gold. Then they have Fishbowl Frenzy right here, and Robin Hood. They also have the dough piece right here on the front wall, kind of an interesting spot for it, but I've seen this in this spot in a few of the other early 2.0 remodels as well. So they have that there, nothing over there, and they also do not have pennant lights, so they probably remove these in 2025. Then we have Sonic Blast Ball, we have Dizzy Chicken. On the other side of Sonic Blast Ball, we have Astro Invasion right here. Then they have Superstar. They have SpongeBob Pineapple Arcade. Here along this wall, we have a few of the low chairs, and we have more of the 2.0 booths. They have Luigi's Mansion on the other side of SpongeBob Pineapple Arcade. Snowcross. Here along this wall, I guess this is the front wall and that's the side wall. I got that mixed up because you come in from the front there, and then this is really the front wall. They have the 100% whole milk mozzarella piece. Then they have Dead Heat, Black Hole on the other side of Circus Ball Drop, which I don't think I showed. So here's Circus Ball Drop. They also have Deep Sea Treasure. They have Eiffel Tower, and then up here we have this store's other 2.0 TV rings. So they have 2 in total. And then next we have Big Bass Wheel Pro, and it does have Avenger Chuck on the big catch right there. And then they have Zombie Snatcher, however it only has 2 pucks and not a lot of them. On the other side of Bikini Bottom Bowling, they have Disney Pixar Cars. On the other side of Barrel of Monkeys, they have the large version of Whack and Win. Right here they have Harpoon Lagoon. Then they have Maze Escape. Right here, very interestingly, they have the matte version of Our Veggies. So they have the glossy that and glossy that. However, this one is matte. So that's an interesting mix right there. They have Jurassic Park Arcade right here, H2 Overdrive, and then on the other side of that, they have the Mega Blaster. They also have the Rockstar Fun Photo Booth right here. And then they have Pop the Lock right here. And finally, they have Lumberjack. More booths along here, and these do have outlet charging. Interesting spot for that. And now let's work our way back over to the showroom. So here at the prize counter, they do have the wood floors, however, they end over there. So there's that, and then they have the new tiles behind the menu boards, pizzeria and games above, pizza sizes over there. Another Our Veggies above the salad bar. This is not a low volume location, so they do still have the salad bar. And the wood floors continue over here. The prize counter is over there to the left. However, there's people, so I'll show that a little later. But right here, they have the third station. It's glossy. The sign. They have 2 of the Pepsi machines. Old font call show at floor right there, and then another one right there. And then they have the pickup window sign right here. The pickup window's there, and then the restrooms are back there. And they probably have the old font 2.0 men's and women's. All right, now that those people are gone, I can show you guys the prize counter. They have more 2.0 tickets, Light Up U1 sign. Right here, they have the large 2.0 logo. And then they have large Bella. They have, looks like all of the gumballs. It still says new prize. They're actually $15.99 instead of the normal $14.99 here. They have small Pasquale, small Bella. It's very bright because they have these LED panels. And then here's what they have over here. Pretty decent selection. They have Rockstar Chuck here on the glass. And yeah, that looks like it is pretty much it here for the prize counter. And I showed you guys the salad bar and stuff like that already. All right, guys, let's do a history lesson on Chuck E. Cheese here on South Walker Avenue. So before this location opened, there was actually a Showbiz Pizza place that was open on South Walker Avenue. It opened in 1981. They would have had the Rocket Fire Explosion at opening, and then they would have gotten Concept Unification in the early 90s, and then that closed in 2005 with the 3-stage they got during Concept Unification. This location opened in May of 2005 as a relocation of the one that closed, that was a Showbiz. So this opened with a Studio C beta stage. I'm not 100% sure where the beta stage would have went, if this was the spot where the showroom was before 2.0 or if it was somewhere else. They probably would have opened with a 2005 remodel, I guess, since that was 2005. They would have had an Avenger exterior and 2005 art and stuff like that. The Studio C beta stage lasted until December of 2018 when they got the 2.0 remodel. Now this was a very early 2.0 remodel, so they had the pizzeria and games on the outside, and they had the older carpet, they have the glossy art, and then they would have had the 6 TVs above the dance floor and the 2017 model dance floor and no video wall. At some point later, they added the video wall in. I'm not 100% sure when that was, maybe 2023. Judging by the character posters, they're not new fonts, so it might have been 2023 or maybe early 2024. Once again, if someone knows, please let me know. It's kind of hard to find information about some of this stuff. Yeah, other than that, and the Superhero Playground Trampoline Zone stuff, the store stayed pretty much the same since then. And that is the history of this location. All right, now out here at the exit, we have more of the 2.0 carpet. Over here, we have the Kid Check podium. It's the red one. There's looks like a big Munch plush inside. And then they have some advertisements here. They have the old gradient from opening day, the thanks for visiting. And then out in the lobby, they have the mission statement with timeline attachment. It's the glossy with the old scripted logo. They also have max occupancy right here with the old scripted logo as well. And they have this old Oklahoma 2000 sign. It even says Oklahoma, so that's probably from opening day. They didn't replace that during 2.0. And then over here, they do not have the Have a Chucky Day, is just green. And Good Behavior Guidelines is over here, once again, with the old scripted logo and old font. All right, everyone. Well, that concludes my tour of the South Walker Avenue Chuck E. Cheese Pizzeria and Games here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Overall, it was nice to see an earlier 2.0 remodel. They had a few nice games in there, and I was able to get the Red Hot Jackpot, unfortunately off camera, though. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.